Hello everyone, Scott Jones here. Welcome back to the channel Cylent Beatz. Here today with Dethias, Dan Griffiths, and Ellis. There's two Ellises in the band.
Sillez.
Bassist.
Yeah, always get mixed up. So how's it going?
Good, thanks.
It's good. It's good.
So can you tell me how Dethias came together?
Dethias came together through pretty much a love of gaming, like fantasy, like RPG kind of thing. I was on the phone to our guitarist Population one night, like 2 years ago I think it was, and we were talking about this band Amaranth we recently discovered online, like, oh my god, these are amazing. It's like dance pop metal, but it kind of works. 3 vocalists, mind. We haven't gone that far yet, but we're on the way. And we were just talking about making a band that sounds like Amaranth, or like Nightwish or something. Like they love Baby, they love Childlike. That's what we wanted. And when we were talking about the name and things, and we were going through all these complicated power metal names. But in the end, we kind of went with the name Dethias when I was on Skyrim. Because I don't know, it just came to my head, and it's not a character on Skyrim. You can search that crap. I researched the hell out of it. Doesn't exist. So anyway, the name was the first thing that got sorted, and then obviously the members, because you kind of need members to make a band.
Yeah.
So we went through like trials of different members coming in and out. You know, we always thank them for being part of us. You know, enough. Can I swear on this show?
Can do.
Am I allowed to swear? Okay,
Yeah.
for not screwing us over. You expect now. For not screwing us over. But now we settled with this lineup. How long has this lineup been going for now? It's about
Just over a year, I think.
over a year, yeah. Over a year we've had this lineup for. And that's how we kind of came about. We all love the kind of fantasy elements. So it all works. There's no like arguing what kind of scenarios the next song going to be about, because we all like it. It all works. So that's how we pretty much came together, through love of gaming and through power metal and other sounds of metal.
Did Skyrim then like influence your image of your band?
Not the actual members. Maybe the war paint kind of. You know, like that kind of like
Possibly.
fantasy. Yeah, that fantasy look. And yeah, we did look online of put in Google Viking war paint, war paints for this, war paints for that, and a lot of it just were Skyrim. You know, you get that choice in your character customization where you can have this war paint, that war paint. But we looked at that and we were like, we can do something like that. So I think war paint came into it. No, it hasn't been that long actually.
Just for Christmas.
Just for Christmas now. So yeah, the war paint idea came into it, and it was everyone's decision on what they wanted to have.
Well,
so
some people are still deciding.
Christ, I know, right? Okay, so it's 3 of us have got 3 of us have got a set image of an idea we want. Like I go with like the blue lines. You got like black line across his nose, and down the vein. Well, do you have a white line as well?
Yeah, there's a white in there now.
There's a white in there now as well. How many got a fucking rainbow going across your eyes again? And Robbie and Bowers kind of have this mirror image thing, because
They have to do the stage thing.
They have to. It can't be asked, can it? It can't be asked. And then Corin, keys player. We slap him with war paint.
Just put it on some fingers.
Do you remember when he completely like blacked himself up for the gig?
That was an accident.
It was an accident, but it was funny, dude. He
poured war paint on his eyes and around his mouth, and he just kept on rubbing his face, and then it just ended up all over his face.
Came all black and stuff. And we were playing a gig that night. It was just before the show. He came downstairs from the toilets in Fuel, and I was like, guys, I've never got wipes, I can't wash this shit off. All over his hands, all over his face. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? So we were all playing, all our war paint, and then there's him in the corner. And he said his eyes are burning afterwards. I can't imagine why. His eyes would be burning, sweating, and war paint all over his face. So now I think we have to do it for him. I can't trust him with war paint. I can't trust him with anything, man. Seriously. That's the kind of Skyrim influence, if you want to call it that.
And would you ever take it further than costumes?
Oh, we've planned that. Yeah. I think
The next music video, isn't it?
next music video, which we start to shoot this Friday. And the actual fight scene that I got with him, we've got to film quite soon, so I need you to be free. We'll find a day. But yeah, I think costume wise, it's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to go full battle metal,
Yeah.
or it's going to be theatrical.
Right.
Or a bit of both. Because if you put Corin or Robbie in armor, or like in the costumes we have, it'll look really strange. Because it'd be like, you know, this big bulky armor, and his arms are like that big, all the way up. So don't fancy doing that. Hide his arms, yeah. So we kind of go with maybe the cloak idea, you know, kind of robes kind of shit. I'm not going to do that. My image will be more like the braces like I wear on stage with more padding maybe. I think it's because of our character identity in the story. That's what we're going to kind of follow. So if we play some gigs, we might actually use the costumes that we use in the videos. Maybe for like either headline shows or for shows that are meant for us, because we don't want to be that kind of band who goes on the full costumes and you're the opening act. It's like you're trying to get all the attention to yourself, and it's not really fair. So we just keep the costume idea until it's set in stone, so we're not coming on with different costumes every time, different robes. You got Corin coming like a gimp suit or something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want him walking on stage and like Robbie got a leash on him. I don't fancy that kind of thing. So yeah, costumes will be kind of decided after we shoot this video now, and it'll be set then, because you have to follow it because it's in the fucking music video. But yes, anyway, what's next?
What is that music video called? You didn't say.
It's called Sunbuilt in Black, which is the single we released 2 months ago? Something like that. Pass, yeah.
Pass.
We released it a while ago on SoundCloud. We didn't want to put another video on YouTube of just a picture of Dethias like we did for Battleborn. And we didn't want to do another hubris, what I call that, which is bits of footage of
vlog of them.
Of Corin, and then the rest of the band kind of. So we waited until we got this music video, and it's been in the works for a couple of months now. Getting the choreography, getting the place set up, getting everyone to be free, because this is a bad time for people in exams.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Sucks to be near me.
Sucks to be near you, did. Be a rock star, he said. Oh shit. But yeah, so Sunbuilt in Black will be kind of finished, we're hoping, by May the 9th. May the 10th, May 9th. I will hit you in the face. That would be a really cool day to get it done by. Make yourself free.
You're going to rush it now, aren't you?
We'll have 7 on the 20th. Think
That's
that's
on
good
the
after that.
20th. Yeah, my birthday's on 21st, then let's do that. Yay! So yeah, the music video is kind of about, well, I'm getting hunted down by this guy who owns the territory that we're in, which is him. Whole other backstory. You're going to be a lot longer in the interview if I go through backstories. It takes a while. Let's go over that. But anyway, he's hunting me down, so I'm going through his land, and we then engage in a fight towards like the middle of the song. Whilst the rest of the guys have been separated, searching for other things, and they come across maybe this guy reading to a group of people, and then he kind of goes up in flames.
Okay, then.
So we get have fire, which is like, you know, deodorant to light up.
Oh, so it's
No, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, we have this fight scene, and then towards the end, other fights happen. Blood, dragons, no dragons, but it's power metal, so you can expect glory and shit. But that's gonna be the music video of Sunbuilt in Black.
Even though your band has been like put in the genres of atmospheric metal, power metal,
Viking metal,
yes,
battle metal.
but would you consider it then to be all-rounded fantasy metal?
Yeah, that'd be concept metal, I'd call it. It's all story based. But fantasy metal would actually work really well, because every song we're going to release for the first album, well, all the albums actually are related to the story of Dethias. So I would call it a fantasy band, because, you know, lyric wise it is completely geeky and nerdy, and I love it. So yeah, I call it a fantasy band, definitely.
Sum yourselves up then, dragons is it, and My
Yeah,
king
we actually,
Dethias,
I gotta say, we haven't got any dragons in the story yet.
No dragons yet.
Yet. It's more gods, goddesses, own kind of races of what you'd. If I said like dwarves to you, you think small, wouldn't you? Well,
that's
they're not in our story. They're just more of the like human kind, but just a bit angrier and can drink, stocky, and they can drink a lot more.
Big mushy beard.
I haven't got that yet. I can never grow a beard. It's not going to happen. Okay, just get a fake beard for me. And we've got elves, things like that. Not with the pointy ears though. So we're trying to create a different image for these races. So yeah, we got like a lore behind it with what happened before Dethias. So it goes back, I think Keneally done it for about 9,000 years before Dethias. I'm thinking, shit, okay, that's a lot of songs. But it sounds really cool. And I'm in the process of writing the book of Dethias, which is what I think is related to, and it's just all so lovely and fantasy and everything that an RPG gamer would love. So we're an RPG metal.
RPG metal.
RPG metal.
We'll have to release a book with every album we
I know,
release.
yeah, we have to. Man.
Media book is just
Yeah.
that one there.
We're trying to get all, you know, our artwork,
Yeah.
which is done by Simon Williams, and he's an incredible artist. He does like the Incredible Hulk and things. He's like incredible. I've asked him, do you mind if when we do our artwork, we can have it for like each song?
Yeah.
So a piece of art that's relevant to the song. Like I know, for example, the next one we got coming up, sneak peeks, is like a family portrait of Dethias as a young boy with his mother and his father. Those like the rulers of Edensfall where he's from. But I wanted the background of the photo, so it looks like they're looking into a mirror, but it's not a mirror. It's a portrait of Edensfall burning. So that's where something with black comes into it, because when the family kind of gets torn as well. And yeah, that's the next piece of artwork. We got lots of artwork on the way that we want to get done, but it's just time and money. It's not cheap. Yes.
So how did that come about then? How did you get in touch with Simon?
Through Jason Cardy, who is another guy who's done artwork like him. I think at the moment or a while ago he was doing like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, those guys. So I spoke to him. He's originally going to do the artwork, and he said, I'm not going to screw you over. I don't want like to mess you around. I haven't got enough time, but I can get in touch with Simon. I was thinking, oh, you know, great, a friend of his. Then he showed me his artwork. I was like, holy cow, right? He does, you know, he's really good.
Yeah.
And that's why Dethias looks quite like a bit of a comic book, because that's the style he does. And I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that. Nice to have printed as well.
Yeah.
So got in touch with him through Jason. Ever since he just done artwork. He's a great guy. I recommend him to anyone, really. You know, so if you want artwork done, hit me up and I can link you to Simon. He's a good guy.
Awesome.
Indeed.
Tell us about Dethias and this man. Who is he?
This guy, this
Yeah.
man, this being,
Yeah.
this god, no, it's not god. Not yet.
Well.
No, not yet anyway. That's like third album, spoilers. This man comes about because when a mother and a father love each other very much.
We're going way back.
Well, after, you know the song Battleborn?
Yeah.
That was set just before Dethias is born. So, you know, we have the Legion going into a battle. They fight off the enemy, and as soon as they win and they come back to Edensfall and they get in drunk, which is going to be the next song releases Legionnaire, which is completely about us getting just hammered after you've had a war. You want to have a couple of meads or rums or whatever you're drinking, isn't it? Christ. I know you would anyway. So Dethias is born that night, and like through the tarot, you know, like helps raise him. So does Amnes, his mother. So all through his life, then when he grows up, he gets trained to fight. He spends most of his time with, I wouldn't say like the down and outs, but I wouldn't say the higher class people either. he says they're made like with blacksmiths and things. You know, he likes
Middle class.
middle class, yes, he stays with them, and he learns trades. He learns how to look after himself instead of relying on caterers and and guards and stuff. So he builds himself up, and then as soon as Sun Building Black happens, where he's like sorry, young teens, Taro has to leave obviously to defend, but he doesn't want Daddy to go, does he? So he thinks Taro is leaving, for good. So that's why when the line comes in, a tale of a man who turned his back on his only son. That's what he thinks. And then the boy cried out to his father in the ash, the embers of Eden's fall coming down. Down from the sky, a gift to the boy who one day will take on the world. Now the gift is the sword that he has in the artwork. So it's sent down by the goddess of life, I think it's called, or light. Yeah, goddess of life. And you learn a lot more about her because she has a big part in it. There's some bitch fits going on. There's some handbangs at dawn. But like Dethias then becomes a man. Because many years pass, Taro has returned, so he's had to look after the kingdom. He has replaced him as a king. He's more of a guardian. Then it comes to the song "Demon in the Mist," which is after many years he goes back to Taro, where he fights this kind of devil figure. But he doesn't know he's a devil figure because all he can see is a hooded man all in black. And the mist that surrounds him, his legion, then disappear. So he's on his own. He's one, it's one of you on Rust kind of thing, They fight in, and then in the breakdown, I say the words, "I am Hex for Creed," and Hex for Creed is his name. We didn't want to use Lucifer or Satan or things because you get so many people then go in, "Oh, you're a Satanist band, you're this, you're that, and the other." We're not. So we make our own names for the gods and goddesses. And then Dethias at the end of the album goes in search for Taro because he has word that Taro's been seen. And then you have the choice at the end where Taro either takes on Dethias in the fight, or Dethias then takes on Demon. So it's all about him growing up, becoming a man.
Interesting. So what's your plans going forward then?
Plans going forward? Get an album out.
Yeah.
Release a couple more music videos, and hopefully more interviews with yourself.
Awesome.
And just in general, releasing something new to the metal scene for South Wales.
Is there any gigs coming up you're looking forward to?
Yes, Metal to the Masses, the 7th of May, which is a competition, so whoever wins plays Bloodstock this year.
Oh, best luck, lad.
Oh, thank you very much. Indeed. All hopes and dreams.
So if the Dethias is just one man, as a 6-piece, do you come together to making that?
Oh my god, like
Transformers.
Power
Rangers thing.
Walk into the Dethias.
No.
Dethias is more of the person we end up following, like battle, because we've all got our names, all got our characters. Like my character is called Skreek, which translates to the scream. Yeah, original, right? Which is a dwarven man who leads the Legion of Broken Shields, which is kind of what we call our fans or our followers, the Legion.
Yeah.
He leads them. The last battle, in Battleborn. So that's when I get kind of promoted to do that. And my character likes to drink. He follows a god called Vak, who is the Nord god of strength and war, I think it is. So we all got separate kind of gods and goddesses who we like to follow. Like Sillez is Vanduren, which translates to the Wanderer. So because his backstory is he's kind of orphaned and
Another 20 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. His backstory is he's orphaned because someone taken on his village. So he's taken upon himself to find these people and to kill them. That's why we end up fighting with something in black. So that's our story, but I won't go into that because 20 minutes. Yeah, so we kind of just follow Dethias. He'll end up being our kind of captain or commander. We're gonna label him, I don't know yet, but we follow him.
Emperor.
Edinburgh.
Yeah, that's what Dethias is.
You recently done a huge gig as well with Butcher Babies.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
How
How did that even happen? It just amazed me.
It was,
I was fluke.
It was
Basically.
yeah. Well, actually,
No, it was.
posted
It
up
was, yeah. It was a lot of fans of Dethias posted online. They'd like to see our band play there, and out of the blue we had an email from
It was amazing.
from the producers.
MJR Promotions.
Yeah, from whatever it was,
MJR.
asking
Sorry.
if we wanted to play that night. I think it was about a week before.
Yeah, that's like the nicest thing I've ever woke up to in the morning because my phone wouldn't stop buzzing.
Yeah.
So I kind of looked over. It was a Saturday. I didn't want to get out of bed. Like it was, God's sake, I thought it was one of the band members. So I picked up my phone, saw this email from Terry Harris, and he goes, "Oh, your band had the best response on Facebook. How would you like to still open up a bunch of babies?" And I jumped out of bed.
And rang me.
I rang you.
Woke me up.
Yeah, but he was so chilled.
I'm chilling by
I
everything.
know, but there's me bouncing like a loon, like, you know, go around my house. Glad I was in clothes, otherwise that would have been a hell of a sight through the window. But I phoned you, so she was like, "Yeah, cool, alright." And I was saying, "Oh, we were so chilled." And obviously I phoned the rest of the band, and all I thought I was lying. Because you know, if you receive a phone call from, like, you know, when your band member saying, "Oh, out of the blue now, oh yeah, we're opening a bunch of babies next week. Oh yeah, Super Psycho playing as well." Yeah, right. No, Dan, it's not happening. So I had to send them the email.
Yeah.
And then obviously the excitement kicked in. And when we arrived for the sound check, on the day there was people like already outside, which was awesome. It felt cool. You know, I said hello to everyone who was there. I think 2 or 3 of our friends were there already in line. They were already in line, so obviously went to go see them. Then we went for sound check. Sound check's on huge. We've never played the Globe before. Oh my God, it's a massive sound. He was like, "Kick drum, please." Boom. I was like, "Oh shit." There goes my drink. We had the sound check, and after we got war paint sorted, we had an interview then with Hal Davis from Southwest Metal.
Oh yeah.
And he asked me a few questions about 15 minutes before we were going on now. So I was in a rush trying to get ready, and my trousers ripped as well.
Oh,
That's where it comes from. Stepping onto the stage to help get a keyboard or something like that on, and whoop, right up the leg. I was like, "I didn't need this. I didn't need this at all." You know, I was like on the phone. I was like, "Oh my God, skinny trousers," and you know what? No matter how metal you are, you phone your mother. I was like, "Mom, I know you sit in Cardiff, but you might grab me some black trousers." And yeah, she came by, black trousers. I chucked them on quickly, got my war paint sorted. Went outside then with white war paint. Because people were like, "Oh yeah, do this for me, do the 2 lines, do this." I'm like, "Okay, one done." Run back inside. Side the stage then we do is, you know, like the bands put like their hands in,
Yeah.
and they'll do like some cool like battle cry or some shit.
Mm.
We go 1, 2, 3, "Fluffy bunnies, ow!" Right, and that noise, right, is like, you know those tube things where it makes
Yeah.
some noise when you tilt them. Well, we found one at Tesco's, and that's kind of inspired our ow. Sounds like an Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of thing, but it's not Annie. But playing that show was amazing. The crowd response was incredible. When Battleborn came on, and oh my God, just to hear people kind of singing the guitar part, they were going, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa." I was like, "God, this is beautiful." Came off, see like Sumo Psycho on the balcony, and you know they were dancing to the songs and shit. I was like, "That's pretty sweet." But yeah, after we played, we came off. We had a nice response. People were shaking their hands, giving us hugs, having selfies, you know, buying merch. Awesome. We go back up the stairs. Sumo Psycho were about to come on, and yeah, then the balcony we found was like off limits. It's like you have to be band members only. I was like, "Really?" Yeah. Our keys player actually wasn't allowed up on the balcony for a while because he forgot to get his band that says access only areas of Globe now. So he was stuck for a bit. We managed to get him one in the end, and then he came upstairs, joined us. We watched the Sumo Psycho, we were partying with him, dancing with him, and then obviously Butcher Babies. Holy shit, energy, just pure energy, just throbbing off. I'm like, behave. But yeah, they were really nice as well. Like we were speaking to them afterwards, and we were saying about thanking them, thank the crowd. I don't know how many times during the set. and obviously afterwards I was thanking people for saying our name. You know, and then we managed to arrange an after party back at Fuel. You know, Rob was there, the guys at Fuel were there, and they'd taken us back. I managed to get a lift with Rob, which is pretty sweet. Got back to Fuel, in comes Heidi, Matt, Thor's like, these guys are last name Thor, with Dethias tops on. So we had Butcher Babies with Dethias top on, Summer Cycle Dethias top. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is really, really cool. I don't know if they're doing it just to make us happy for the night, but Christ, it's working. It's really working. But yeah, but since that gig, you know, we're still in contact with Butchers, and we're still in contact with Summer Cycle, and their tour's going amazingly. But for us now, for our future, it's possibly gigs further out now, out of Wales. Maybe with Summer Cycle again, and with Butcher Babies again. But we just got to get more songs out there, more popularity. So we got a reason to go out instead of just going, oh yeah, we can support you, but we can't bring anyone because no one knows of us yet. So it's just over pushing at the moment, and since that gig, we just realised that we can do it. You know, we got people who want to see us live, and which feels incredible. So yeah, we've got to now just, you know, we already work at 100%, you know, give it all. Now we've got to go 150%, and we really got to push. So that Butcher Babies gig just made us realise that we gotta get out there. And yes, God, it was an amazing gig. Amazing.
Glad it went well.
Yeah.
So what was your plans going forward then for the band? Just more content?
More content, a couple more songs to release. We're not going to release EP or CD, because as I said in my other interview, it's like having a few pages from a book, and then, you know, you got some of the content there of the book, and then they ask you to buy the book later. It's like, well, it's fine, do I need a couple more pages? And that's completed.
Yeah.
So we release an album with all the artwork in there, with lyrics and things, all nice and tidy. Couple more music videos, only a couple though for this album. What ones we doing now?
Sun and King, you know.
Sarah King, yeah, King of Glory, and then
we doing Hubris.
redoing Hubris, definitely redoing Hubris. I think that's it for the music videos, unless you do it for Legionnaire as well.
Back with Simon Williams now. Who are you?
Simon Williams, hopefully with our future artwork, we might be able to forge it into a comic book,
Oh yeah.
which will show the story in like pretty pictures and shit.
I don't know what a comic
So yeah, we get to see, you know, how Dethias looks, how our characters look, and it's just good visuals there for the fans to get into.
It's branching out more of the content, isn't it? From the players.
Definitely. Instead of just having CDs, why not a comic book? So comic books are next. That's our plan anyway for next year, I think. We'll hopefully get it.
Alright, so let's have some quick fire. What about which is better for you?
Or-
Sword or axe?
Oh, okay. When you say axe, you're like small axe, big axe, small sword,
Any kind of
fish, little
axe.
fish, cardboard box.
Because it's the same as sword.
So I'd say axe for me.
Axe, what would you?
Sword.
Sword.
Slag.
Rum or mead?
Oh, you bastard.
Rum.
Can you like both? Not say like.
Put them in the same
Oh
camp.
God, no. I'd actually I'd say rum, because I drink more rum than mead because it's not as expensive.
And dragons or wyverns?
Oh, you Scott, stop. Okay, dragons.
Dragons?
Dragons, bro. I like a little one on my shoulder, you know.
Yeah. Gonna be
Cool
the
Steve.
next Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah, but it's going to be called Steve.
Steve.
Leave my shoulder, shit on fire. Great.
I can be called Alan then.
Yes. Definitely.
Right, then I think that's it. Do you have any final words?
Support your local scene. Come to gigs, buy shit. It's good.
And where can we check your content out?
All on YouTube, SoundCloud,
Facebook. It's links
Twitter.
on Facebook.
Facebook, all the anywhere pretty much. But like disease, whatever.
Just search. Just Google it.
Yeah.
You'll find us.
Definitely. But yeah, that's how you can find us.
Right, well, cheers for joining.
Thank you.
Sweet you.
Yo.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thank you all for watching. See you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.